Happy Monday, people. It's time for a little real talk from a redneck. Hey, so let's go over the last week or two here. Government shutdown, going into its third week. Oh, dearie me. Lord have mercy. My life is so much harder without the government getting in the way. Um, so, yes. Some government functions go down. Some checks aren't gotten. Well, some are. Did you see that shit? Did you see it? That's right. Your daddy Trump decided, hey, we need WIC to keep going. What about them tariffs? Your daddy Trump said, hey, whoo, dog. We need to make sure mamas and babies got the food they need to stay healthy and keep going. Take them tariffs and put them toward WIC. Put it there now. Boom, done. Hey, how about them military fellas? They need their damn money. They're doing a lot of work, especially trying to back up ICE and all that. That's some hard work, y'all. Them boys ought to get paid. What'd he do? He said, oh, boys, dig around. Look for that pocket change. Fix them up. They're getting paid. I know. That is just rubbing a raw spot on the left's ass. And I love it. We're not gonna have any of those mothers there because they're getting their WIC payments. They're not gonna come and protest with us and scream about the government being shut down. But we're gonna have the military there. No. You didn't get the memo, motherfucker. You're not gonna have the military there because the military's getting paid. They got a job. They're working on it. They don't need you, and they don't want you, and they don't need you, and they don't like you. I could probably make a song out of that if I really tried. But, that's just too much work. Anyway. So, third week. I'm in Hot Springs. Of course, that means we've got hot springs now. But we do not have the cold filtered springs coming out of the mountain. No, those were shut off because government function. Shit, it's just an extra step. I fill the damn buckets up, bring them home, refrigerate the damn water. Big whoop. So, life goes on. And some of you will remember, way back in the day, myself, my friend Shane, and several others were going to sing at South Hamilton, right there in Hamilton, Alabama. We ended up at the church that we had a key to at 2 o'clock in the morning, playing the instruments and practicing our singing because we weren't going to go to church in the morning and sing if we didn't get to practice. We had the key to the church. No harm, no foul, right? Well, the entire Hamilton, Alabama police force showed up in flak jackets and shotguns. And I was kind of a rowdy kid then. I didn't take it well. Well, you know how things go around. They come full circle. Let me tell you about some full circle. So, we lost a chicken the other day. Some kind of critter got in my chicken. Killed one of my chickens. I don't like that. I love my chickens. They make eggs. They make little cooing noises and shit. It calms my soul to hear the chickens. They work. Oh, I love it. Calms my soul. Makes me a happy man. Okay? So when I lost a chicken, kind of upset me. So, last night, heard something over at the chicken pen. Now, I've already fixed the hole in the chicken pen. And, can't nothing get in. But it was damn sure making some racket and scaring the shit out of my chickens. So, of course, I go out there, see what it is. Can't see anything. But I got my old trusty 22 with me. And I said, well, 3 rounds ought to run anything off. Pow, pow, pow. Go back inside, have a little sit down. A little bit later, my ring goes off, and it goes off again, and it goes off again, and it goes off again. But it's awful quiet out there, so I'm not really worried about it. And then all of a sudden, my wife says, "Baby, there is a very large group of policemen in our yard." And I'm like, Navy SEAL 16 kind of getting in my yard. And baby, I'm telling you, lasers, tasers, guns, they had it. They had their vest on, straight up. Come to find out, we've got this new system in town. It's a shots fired triangulation computer software thing, which means if you fire a gun and it's a loud gun like 22 long or 9mm or, you know, guns that can kill people, the system goes off and they can triangulate to a couple of feet of where the shots were fired. So anyway, I've got this large group of officers, which I now know are the Shots Fired Task Force, making an arc around the front of my house. My damn porch light switch broke, so I have to screw in the light bulb. And I'm like, I'll handle it, baby, not a problem. So I walk up. Now, bear in mind, there are like 8 people on the left. I'm not sure how many on the right. Some of them were in the darkness so well that I don't even know. But I seen who I knew was the guy in charge. People carry that air, you know. It's like if you see me in a crowd, you know, that's the one I don't fuck with. Well, it's the same thing here, okay? So I see him. I walk out, okay? And I know, hands at your sides and all this bullshit. Make sure they can see your hand. My light don't work. Fuck it. I walked out the door, reached up, twisted the light on, looked straight at the guy in charge, and I said, "Can I help you?" He says, "Did you hear any shots a while ago?" I said, "As a matter of fact, I did." He says, "We were coming into the yard," and I mean, they, like a tactical force, boys. They came in the yard, shit, loaded for bear. "I noticed that you had chickens." He says, "You wouldn't have by chance been firing at something that was going after them, would you?" I said, "Well, as a matter of fact, I was." I said, "I kind of like my chickens." He says, "Yeah, I got chickens too." He says, "Just so happens you used a 22 long supersonic." I said, "Yeah, I did." He says, "It's close enough to a 9mm. It makes our system go crazy." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, it was me. We're all good." And then I looked to the left to see the guys that I'd already seen. But I'm a funny guy. So I look at him and I go, "Jesus Christ, how many did you bring up here after me?" And I laughed. And he says, "Well," he says, "when shots are fired, we take it kind of serious." He says, "So we brought the whole crew." We talked for a little while about chickens and about guns. And he said, "I'll tell you how to take care of your chickens and not have us show up again." I said, "I'm listening." He says, "Buy you some 22 shorts, subsonic." He says, "Our machine won't even pay attention to the damn things." I said, "Noted. You guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping by." Shook hands with them and shit. Told them I appreciated their work and told them they were the fastest goddamn police squad I've ever seen. Because, son, I didn't even have time to sit back down in my damn recliner before they was in my yard. Whew. And my wife's like, "Hey, you're taking this way too easy. You're enjoying this." And I said, "Honey," I said, "the last time I had that many cops with that many guns, locked and loaded, looking for me, I was a kid." I said, "Damn, that made me feel like a threat. I felt like I was a man, boy." Anyway, now I know what to do. I will be adjusting accordingly. And it's just good to know that they can get a team that large across town to the same exact spot all at the same time, lights out, nothing but lasers, tasers, guns, and fucking vest and all the shit. I don't know if they had night vision or not. If they did, I probably blinded if you want to turn on the light. But they were ready, and they were rocking to kill bear. There was only a couple of them nervous, and long as they were over there paying attention to the big guy that I was talking to, I wasn't really worried. But damn, y'all, I love it. That's a police force. That's what America needs out of their police force. And there's motherfuckers out here protesting that shit. There's motherfuckers out here saying, we're not going to pay the cops. What? Do you realize that if something had really happened at my house, that these son of a bitches would have been in my yard in time to do something? They could have saved a damn life. It just so happened they didn't have to. But that's what we need in this country. We need people like that. I'm so tired of this panty waist fucking world where the cops are the bad guys. They're not the fucking bad guys. They're the good guys. I'll always back the blue. I may josh around with them. I may joke around with them. I may laugh every now and then. But I respect them. I think everybody should. That's an update on me. Y'all have a wonderful day. I love yous. And I'm out.